Hey, thank you very much to the person who submitted this next mug, and I'm going to do a quick critique for it here. So looking at the listing, the first thing I noticed was the design, and I think that, I mean, first of all, the image is pretty cool. Actually, I like it, but in terms of like engineers buying it, because the comment here, when the person submitted this critique, they said WD-40 and duct tape are staples of handymen and would easily be recognized as being able to fix 80% of problems around the house. Okay, now that you're saying WD-40 and duct tape are staples of handymen, but this mug is supposed to be for trust me, I'm an engineer. So we're not going for handyman, we're going for engineer. Unless you're thinking like engineer would be funny for handymen who call themselves engineers, which I think would be start getting a little bit more like obtuse. I think the people that are generally searching for trust me, I'm an engineer, I think that they're actually engineers. I think the W40 thing here can be a disconnect. And also, of course, there's the trademark issues with using the picture of WD-40, but even just putting that aside, I think that disconnect there is probably the first problem. Now, if I'm doing, like, trust me, I'm an engineer, I know that people search for that phrase. Yeah, 600 people are searching for it. And actually, I'm curious now, I'm going to do a search for trust me, I'm an engineer. And we'll go into novelty coffee mugs. I want to see here the people who have the best reviews for these engineer mugs because I'm curious what those people are saying. And if there is a movie reference I'm not getting or not, because I think that this might be helpful for you too, because maybe you're thinking that it's something that it's really not, or the other way around. Okay, I think I already opened this one. Let's see here. Okay, everyone on my college floor finds it funny, so I don't know if this is, I guess that doesn't help us. Okay, it's a big conversation starter, also makes people laugh, especially if you're in the engineering college. So this one is someone like people are looking for in the engineering college, which by the way, there were 2 reviews here for engineering college, or for college in general, so that might be a keyword that you include in your description here, something about engineering college. Okay, here my son is an engineer, so now here we're looking for specific engineers. Another one, my son is an engineer. My son the engineer. So we have a couple people here saying my son the engineer. So son engineer, so son like gift for son or something would probably be another really great thing to incorporate into your description. Okay, bought this for a gift. Gift is something that people have said. Brother, so brother, gift could be keywords that you put in here. And okay, from looking at these, I'm pretty sure that these mugs are specifically for engineers. See if we can quickly see any other mugs here. Okay, this one has 119 reviews. I know it's not the same exact mug, but I'm curious if we can see anything. I got this for my engineer boyfriend. Great gift for any engineer or engineering student. Here's an engineering student. Great gift for my boyfriend. Boyfriend's been used a couple times, would use that. And anyone who has an engineer in the family. Okay, so clearly these are supposed to be for engineers. And by the way, mechanical engineering could also be a good keyword here. So I think that's probably the biggest problem here is, do all of these engineers actually use those tools? And if they don't, then we're just disconnected. And then, so all that, I think that if you're going to go to the work of putting in all these different images, which is great, I think I remember seeing that 6 images is kind of the number that helps with search engine optimization. So I would add in one other image, and then I would also look at the title. So we have here, like, trust me, I'm an engineer, funny mug, I think is great. Trust me, I'm engineer is something that's been searched for. And then I would also look for keywords for engineer mug. And you could start going for some of these. Now, engineer mug in general is probably a tough keyword to rank for. Let me see here. Wow, 11,085 results for engineer mug. So not the easiest, but some of the other things, coffee mug engineer, potentially engineer coffee mugs, or you could start going in a little bit deeper, like army engineer coffee mug. Less than 100 results, but we're going for low hanging. We're not going for necessarily the biggest things. So here we have 757 results for army engineer coffee mug, which is significantly easier to rank for than the other ones. And there's not that many mugs that have that specific phrase. Let's see. Trust me, I'm an engineer mug. Combat engineer mug. Okay, look at this. Combat engineer mug, 36 results. So there's less than 100 searches a month for it, but people are actually looking for it, and you only have 36 things that you would be competing against. So when you start to dig in and get some more of the niched keywords and you start to attach them here, you have way more opportunity. I would personally change the design before even bothering with keywords and stuff, because the WD-40 could really be a disconnect. But I would then take out the keywords that you have in the title here, like unique coffee cup, cute Christmas gift, perfect for hot drinks at work, great present for office friends, and instead put in things like army, combat, potentially chemical, software for the different types of engineers, industrial. And then you could also include those things, of course, in the bullet points and in your product descriptions. Okay, so that would definitely be would definitely be your highest leverage moves, and I think you'd be able to get more sales that way. All right, hope that helps. Thank you again for submitting this.